Let's do this.
It's Ray Lytle's morning show. He'll bring you up if you're feeling low. It's Ray Lytle's morning show. You're gonna listen with a friend or foe. It's Ray Lytle's morning show. Get ready, get set, and here we go.
Better wake up, sleepyhead. Get your fat butt out of bed. There's a man who got up at 4 a.m. just to play you Zeppelin and Pearl Jam. Raymond Lytle is his name. Some have called him just a bit insane. You may find him a little idiotic, but this is the only morning show you can say is really got it. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. We Central Illinois, morning way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Reagan Lytle's morning disaster. It's Rudy's crew, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master. Rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. Ronnie Rector got the sports. Vodine's running down North Grand in his undershorts. They will dwell on things colored pink and purple. They'll explain why Jim has a farm of gerbils. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. Central Illinois, more the way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Reagan Lytle's morning disaster. It's Rudy's crew, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master. Rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Lytle's morning disaster.
Oh, yes. There you go, people. Welcome. It is Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster on a Thursday, July 2nd, 2020. And I am here. I am the only one here, but I am here. Nick, of course, is on vacation in Minneapolis. If you were listening yesterday, we heard him driving throughout the entire show. He was driving from here into Wisconsin. Nikki has to have a COVID test because she has a procedure coming up. So she's getting COVID tested. So she's in Springfield waiting to get her test. And I don't know. I don't know what Dorn's son had a ball game last night. So I imagine she's probably still sleeping in. So I don't have a co-host right now. So if anybody wants to call in, my goodness. The phone number is 815-414-2125. That's 815-414-2125. And I'll put the same invitation that I put up yesterday. If you would like to join me on cam, I can send you an invitation. You can join. It's that simple. Your mic has to be something else, but your camera at least will be on cam. Because I don't have any there's no co-host today. So I'm still going to entertain you. I see some people drop it. Please, some people are dropping off going, oh, there's no co-host. No, at the very least, people, it'll be a good chance. If there's anything classic you want to hear, you can request it. I'll play it. And I'm sure as soon as Dorn wakes up, she will join the show. All right? So don't freak out. there's still plenty of entertainment to get to. I still have a lot of things to talk about, and certainly you get me. I mean, come on. My mother is in the chat room. Is on Facebook, and she's in the chat room. My mother is actually she never listens. I'm glad that she is, that she's joining us today. So welcome, Mom. It's good to see you. Already getting requests for some stuff. We will play that as well. And phone number 815-414-2125. All right. They put out a list of songs about America, because this is a July 4th weekend. So they always put out all these lists about, America and what's American and blah, blah, blah. And there's that song from that panderer, proud to be an American. What's his name? Lee Greenwood. There's that guy. That guy always makes the top of the list. But before everybody starts saying that he is the ultimate song, ultimate song, I want you to realize he also made a Proud to be a Canadian song that is the same exact song as Proud to be an American, except he just changed the word proud to be a Canadian. And for those of you that don't believe it, I want you to look that up. It's on Google. It's on YouTube, I believe. You can check that out and see what that panderer did. So he's never going to make my list. But there is a list that starts with number 20 being Kim Wilde's Kids in America. That's that song that goes, we're the kids in America. Oh, whoa. If you guys remember that song, right? Number 19 is American Pie. Don McLean's version of American Pie. A long, long time ago, I remember. If you remember that song. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. That song on the list. Of course, James Brown. If you remember, what was it Rocky IV when he did that? Living in America. He did that song, Living in America. Toby Keith, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, is on the list. R.O.C.K. in the USA, John Mellencamp, is on the list. That's a good one. They come from the cities and they come from the smaller towns. That's a good one. Our American Woman by Lenny Kravitz. That was not the original. I think originally the song was done by a bunch of Canadians. I think it was the Guess Who that did it originally, and they're a bunch of Canadians. And then Lenny Kravitz did a remake of it in the 90s, and American Woman made the list. Yeah. Also on the list is, let's see, Lana Del Rey, American. I don't even know what that is. Demi Lovato, Made in the USA. I have no idea what that is. Brad Paisley, American Saturday Night. Don't know what that is. Tom Petty, American Girl. That's a great song. Oh, yeah. Take it easy, baby. Make it last all night. She was an American Girl. That's a great song. Madonna, American Life. Simon and Garfunkel did a great song. Look for America. American Idiot. Seems pretty apropos for these days. By Green Day is on the list. Lil Wayne did a song called God Bless America. Bruce Springsteen did Born in the USA. And the number one The number one song. I'm going to let you guys guess this. The number one American song is what? 1-815-414-2125. That's 815-414-2125. You will not believe what the number one American song is. And I gave you a bunch of the other ones, so you should be able to figure it out. There's one song that is not on the list that has USA in it. And they're now calling it the number one song. By the way, it's not very patriotic. They're calling it the number one American song. What do you think it is? Terry says, is it Katy Perry? It's not Katy Perry, but you're very, very close, Terry. Very, very close. TJ says, don't tell me it's Neil Diamond. No, Neil Diamond's not on the list. Neil Diamond has that Coming to America. That's a very nice song. Not on the list. The number one song was guessed by Jeff. Miley Cyrus, Party in the USA. Boy, when I think of America, I think of Party in the USA.
There is one other participant in the conference. Please announce yourself.
When I think of America, I think of Miley Cyrus. Let's welcome to the program. It's Jason. How you doing, Jason?
Hey, how's my audio sounding today?
Yeah. What do you do? Are you available to get on camera?
No, not camera. I am at work.
You're calling
I
in
just
from
figured
work.
I'd at least pop in for a minute. Yeah.
I like that. That's very nice of you to do that.
That was going to be what my guess was.
Yeah, it was Party in the USA.
Yeah.
The number one American song. When I that's the one. Yeah. I don't know why they compiled this list. You had to think if that was going to be number one, they probably would have stopped compiling, right?
I mean, who did they ask? Like early 20-somethings?
I have no idea. It was listen, the amount of songs that I didn't know was astounding. But that's the list of American songs? Oh my God.
Bet you'd be completely different if they asked anyone over 30.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, American Woman would probably be in it.
Well, some of them would still be on there, but
yeah,
certainly number one wouldn't be Miley Cyrus.
I don't think number one would be Miley Cyrus. Yeah, that's true. And Neil Diamond would have been on the list.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. He would have made the list. Anyway, you're working hard, huh?
Yep.
We hear all the paper shuffling.
Yeah, it's me sorting my letters.
Yeah. Oh well. I appreciate you calling in. That's cool.
Yeah, well, I'm actually trying the mobile app.
I know
for free conference call.
It sounds good. No, you sound great. It really sounds good.
Yeah, because I actually saw the other day they had a mobile app, and it was like, well, hey, I'll try that out. So I'm actually just talking to you over my AirPods, and
no, listen to it. Doran, do you hear that? I think Doran's on. It sounds really good. No, you sound super clear.
Well, it's good because I was worried about that because I didn't know how it was going to sound.
Well, we hear the letter. I hear the letters like I'm right there. So,
It's pretty good then.
well, it's gonna put me to sleep.
No.
But that's what work must be like. But I
Well,
hear
just
it.
the first part of the day anyway.
I hear the shuffling. I see that Doran's on. I haven't heard her yet, but is she there? Doran, you there?
I'm finally here.
There
Yes,
you
I'm here.
go. How are you?
I'm exhausted.
I know your son had a baseball game last night. Did you? How'd that go?
It was fine. I mean, defensively, we were pretty strong, but I swear to God, there were 2 kids on that team that looked like they were fucking 30. My boyfriend's mother was like, I want to see a birth certificate on number 99.
Oh, God.
No, they had some really strong pitching. And we hadn't really seen that before at this level. And but no, I mean, they did good. They did good. My son got hurt right off the bat.
Oh, no.
I know. He hit a little dinger and kind of hesitated going to second, and he slid too late, and he jammed his heel into the side of the bag and flipped over the bag and kind of messed his low back up a little bit. But he did all right.
Was he? And what position was he catching last night?
Yes.
And he had to
catching.
play catcher after being dinged up.
Yeah, so he went back into catch, and he was a little slow on his blocking, so they put him at third for a couple innings, and then he went back behind the plate. So
poor kid.
yeah, we fought pretty hard, but we still came up short. But we're gonna try it again tonight against Riverton. So
well, you know, listen, that age group, they have two. If they'll have 2 ages, they'll have like 11 and 12s or whatever it is, or they'll have 13 to 13. The leagues are set up weird ages like that, where you have a team that's a first-year team and a second-year team. And depending on those ages, especially when you're under 13, it can make a huge difference if it's a first-year or second-year team.
Yeah.
So
we got a pretty good team. I mean, we really do. As long as we stay out of our own heads, we got.
And those kids are from the kids on your son's team are from where?
Springfield, Rochester, Sherman. Yeah, we're the Springfield Chiefs. That's who we are.
Well,
so.
good.
Yeah. I'm just glad we got to have a season. That's all I'm thankful for.
The Springfield Chiefs. I'd rethink that name in these current times, but that's just me.
Nobody's said anything yet.
I don't know if I'd go with Chiefs.
No, they've been around for a while. So
I think they need to go with something less offended, something less offensive. Go with this.
Less offensive? Oh, come on.
I don't want this movement to come down on these kids.
Oh, it's fine.
I'm just worried.
It's fine.
I
know. Everybody's trying to mess with everything these days.
I'm just warning you. I want to make sure the kids are prepared. I want to get another name for Doran's son's baseball team. How about the Stranglers? How about calling them the Springfield
Stranglers? Like, that's not offensive.
Yeah. How about calling How about the Springfield Stranglers?
No. Yeah.
Right.
Jack the Rippers. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, Sliders is already taken. So.
Yeah,
the Sliders is already taken. So.
How about the Springfield Sex Traders?
She dies. No way.
What?
What is wrong with you?
Well, sex trade. Are sex traders?
That's highly offensive.
Are sex traders offensive now? What kind of country do we live in?
That's just wrong.
Good Lord.
It's being wrong.
How about the Springfield Drug Pushers? Is that wrong too? I'm not sure. I'm not sure I want to live in a country where drug pushing is wrong.
Or at least you can't name a kid's baseball team after him.
I don't want to live in a country where we can't name a baseball team after some good American drug pushers.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I just don't know what this weather's going to do. We still haven't decided if we're going to have a dry field to play on tonight or not.
Well, the Springfield Pimps is what Pat's suggesting. Absolutely. The Pimps are good.
Springfield Temps?
Yeah.
No.
We wouldn't be America if it weren't for pimps. And pimp slapping.
One of the oldest professions.
Yeah. What about so the rain is a big concern?
Well, we're supposed to have some thunderstorms pop up around 3 o'clock this afternoon. We still don't know if we're going to be able to play on our home field or if we're going to have to play out in Riverton. But Riverton, It is Riverton. We were supposed to play them on Tuesday, and their field was underwater by 10 a.m.
Oh, crap.
Hopefully it's dried out. Hopefully we don't get these pop-ups this afternoon, and we'll get to play.
That's the worst. When they have to cancel a game, if it doesn't rain today and they still have to cancel it, that would suck.
Yeah, it does suck. Well, they weren't supposed to play tonight to begin with. This is a makeup game, and I had to move like 6 clients.
God.
So now I have to work Monday.
So you had to change everything
Oh, yeah.
just so you can go to the game. If the game doesn't happen, you're going to be highly pissed.
I will be highly pissed.
I had to.
I will be very cranky about it.
I had to mute Jason because he was sorting paper,
Yeah, I
Sorry.
hear that.
and it was making me crazy because all I kept hearing was sort, and it was.
He is coming through very clear, though.
Yeah,
I kinda
doesn't
talked
he?
to him before I
He's-
jumped on, and I was impressed with that.
He said he's using an app.
That's
Sounds good.
awesome.
That's just headphones and an app.
That is great.
Oh well.
Yeah,
that
it was
sounds pretty
just an
good.
app I downloaded on my iPhone. It's hooks right into your free conference call.
We know you have an iPhone, Jason. We know.
I'm sure it's available for Android too.
Oh, trust me, I'm working on that Morning Disaster app to get it iPhone compatible. Paying all that money just so
Figured it
Jason
out,
will stop
left and
bitching
right.
about his iPhone app. We're
Figured
on it.
out.
Trust me, I'm on it.
Oh God.
Paper sorting's gonna make me crazy though. By the way, tomorrow's show is when listener Jamie is gonna join us,
I know.
and I am just preparing
Oh.
for him saying that. Are you gonna be on cam? I hope.
I can only be on cam for the first 30 minutes, and then I have to hop on the road. I have to work down at the other place tomorrow.
Oh, so you're
I can
going
work-
down south?
I'm going down
boy.
south to work, and I have a client at 9:15, but I'm going to try to see if I can't bump him an hour so I can at least stay on, you know.
You know he's
What?
gonna. You know what he's gonna say. You look like.
I look like regret
You look like regret, honey.
and bad decisions.
You know that's
I'm just
coming.
going to have to make sure because I will have my son in the car with me when I'm. 'cause
Oh
He's gonna
no!
help my mom do some stuff around the house. So I'm going to put the earbuds in and do not take them out.
Yeah.
Do not take them out unless, like, God forbid we get in an accident or something. And I might even blindfold him so he can't see my facial expressions.
Oh, so he doesn't hear.
It's just gonna be bad. Oh, it's gonna be so bad.
You don't want him to hear all of the.
He's got like a top 10 or at least a top 8 list of Doranisms.
Oh
But you
my
know, here's the
God.
thing with Jamie. You know, it doesn't matter how many times we go out, where we go, how messed up we get. He always manages to remember everything.
Yeah.
He doesn't ever black out. He's got like this mind like an elephant. And, you know, so God only knows. I'm sure I remember most of what he's saying. But my God, this has been a calculation of years of partying with him.
I wish
So-
my memory was like. I really do. There are so many memories that I have or I had
They're
of
gone.
growing up, and
Yes.
And I'm to the point now where I go, I know that I went out and I know I had a great time. And that there
Yes.
was a bunch of things that went on. I can't remember any of it. That's horrible. That's
I know.
It's
it.
one of the worst parts of getting old. So I read about these people who have I can't remember what it's called because my memory's so bad. But they have perfect memory.
I've read about these people. They can tell
Yes.
you what they ate like on
Oh,
June
my
26th,
God.
1980 something.
Yes.
You can pop a date at them and they can actually recall exactly where they were, what they were doing.
Yes.
Insane.
I was thinking
a
the other day.
gift.
I was thinking
Woo.
the other day about sex, which is
Oh,
how I
of
spend most of my day thinking about sex.
Oh, shocker.
And I was like, in my mind, I was going through. I was like, what? I don't even know how I got into this line of thought. But I was thinking that there was this one time my wife and I went out, and she was wearing this red dress, and she looked so.
Oh, she looks amazing. in
She
red.
looked so freaking hot. And this was like in 91 or 92, you know, it was many years ago. But we had this night. I mean, it was a great night partying, and then we went home and just had one of those wild times. And I was trying to remember everything that happened in that wild night, and I don't remember all of it. I remember breaking the shower, and I remembered
bits and pieces. You got bits and pieces.
Yeah, I remember. So I did, and I was just thinking to myself, oh, I'd love to remember that whole night and just how great it was. You know, don't we all have these memories that we would like to have a vivid memory of?
Yes.
And I'm
I
just
do.
using an example of this amazing night of sex with my wife. That's my example. But it could have been. Listen, I could have been. What was that amazing Christmas when everybody was, all loving and we were singing and laughing? I'd love to remember that, as well. So it would be nice to have. It would be nice to have that type of memory. You know what I mean? Like I'd like to remember, when I was a kid, I'd like to remember some stuff. And I saw this thing, and it was about the actress Mary Lou Henner.
Mary Lou Henner.
Yeah, it was Mary Lou who was on the show Taxi.
Oh, okay.
She has this this thing, and whatever they call it, she has it. She can recall any kind of memory.
From like what? From any like family occasion? From any
From
like
any
show
time
she's
in her
done?
life.
Anything in life in general.
Yes, any time in her life, she has a super memory.
Oh man.
She has. Here's what they call it. She has HSAM.
HSAM.
Which is super autobiographical memory. It's a rare condition that is shared by only 100 people worldwide.
In the world?
In the world, there's 100 people they know of that have this.
So that's exceptionally rare.
Yeah, and so she has, you name it, she remembers it.
God, that's fantastic.
It's crazy.
But you know what? What if there's some like horrific thing that had happened? I mean, you wouldn't want to remember some of that.
Yeah, you'd have to remember that too. It's hyper.
Oh, see, I don't know.
It's also referred to as hyperthemesia. Hyperthemesia.
Okay.
Which is also known as highly superior autobiographical memory. Mary Lou Henner is one of the 12 people in the world that has ever been diagnosed with it. Has memories of starring in Taxi with Andy Kaufman. Who wouldn't want to remember? Who wouldn't want to remember that? You know what I mean? Think about it. How amazing that must have been.
Yeah.
Now, you also have to remember all the trauma in your life. Like there are parts, there were people dying and things like that I wouldn't want to remember how horrible I felt when all that went down. But it would be nice to remember. There are so many things in the past I'd love to remember. Jimmy's no longer with us, and I have great memories of him, but I would love to remember some of those great times more vividly.
Yeah, more in detail. Like,
yes.
Like you could close your eyes and watch it all over again, just like a movie that you're in. I think I would love that. But there's also a lot of things that I probably wouldn't want to remember either. But, I don't know.
I think that it's one of the, I think as we get older, when people get older, they go from partying and all this stuff to sitting around and drinking and talking. And I think this is why we do it. Because all of our memories, as we get older, our memories don't work as well. So in order to recall stories, and you'll notice this when Sean's on the air, everybody, we'll start telling it. We'll start telling a Jim the photographer story.
Mm-hmm.
and I'll tell a little bit of it, and then Sean will tell some of it. Or when Mikey's on, then he'll tell. We'll start to piece it together from all of our different memories. I think that's why we go from being young and going to the clubs and partying when our memories are all working.
Mm-hmm.
And then as we get older and the memories don't work as well, we end up people sit in their driveway, for God's sakes, with a fire.
Well, and it's also like this is why when people get older, they just want to sit around and tell stories.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Actually helps them relive it and remember it more vividly by verbalizing
you
it.
get other people's memories saying, oh, and also this, and you go, oh yeah, that's right. And so it helps you remember. It helps you remember these things. Like
Yes.
I remember moments from the morning disaster when we were on QLZ, when I'm hanging around Sean and hanging around Mikey and talking to Bodine, anybody who was on the show, and I'm talking to them. That's when I start to really remember the stuff.
Right. I've had friends of mine that's like, don't you remember that one concert we were at? Or don't you remember that one time at that one party? And I mean, honest to God, I can't pull that up from the archives to save my life. And but then there's other things that I can sketch you a picture of it. It's so vivid in my mind. But I'm going to tell you something out of all of this, who has one of those insane memories, it's Mikey. Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey's got a really good memory. Yeah.
Oh my God. He can, woo.
Which is surprising that he doesn't walk around just feeling guilty, because he's done a lot of shitty things. But no, but I'm saying that he has one of those memories that he'll say, hey, remember when you blah, 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 and you go, oh my God, I forgot about that.
Or I just kind of blankly look at him and blink and say, no, I didn't.
I'd love to have that memory, though, because think about it. If you have that memory, like there are moments in life that are magical that you would never, there would be moments in life that are completely magical that you would want to remember, and not having that ability to bring those up and remember that is, sad. Mary Lou Hanner doesn't.
That's a gift.
I'm just saying. She also has that ability to remember any trauma. So God, I hope that nothing bad happened to her. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, think about it. I mean, that would be horrible. That'd be horrible to remember that. But it would be
awful things.
Think about when you're a kid. When you're a kid, what kind of amazing things happen? Like, do you remember the first time you had sex?
Well, yeah.
I hardly remember it.
Are you kidding?
I hardly remember.
I wish I could forget it, but
my first time, I hardly remember it. I mean, I remember bits and pieces of it, but I don't remember all of it. I remember I had successes.
Sure.
And I hardly remember. And as I get older, you start to forget that stuff.
Yeah, I was always really big into taking pictures. I have picture albums. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dating back to probably like junior high. I was the one that always had the camera. And I put them all together in like individual little picture albums. And I haven't gotten them out in years because I don't care. I'm making new memories now, but
I wish I had more photos. See, we had fires. When I was a kid, we had fires.
Oh.
So all my pictures got burnt up. And
that's so sad.
And like in high school and stuff, I just didn't take any pictures. So I would love to relive those memories, but I don't have any photos of them. So, but by the way, if anybody's got any photos of me, by all means, share them. My daughter asked me she wanted to see pictures of me like around college age. There are no pictures. I don't have any pictures of all around college age. None.
That could be a good thing or a bad thing, right?
No, but you got to remember, in college, I was, I think I was a better looking guy when I was younger. I look like shit now. I mean, good Lord. I would like to be able to show my daughter a time in my life where I might have been an attractive person. So then she can say, "Oh, I do look like him." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be nice because my daughter's a good-looking kid,
Oh, she's gorgeous.
and she
Absolutely
looks like my wife, but she looks like the best parts of my wife. My wife says this. She got the best parts of both of us.
She sure did.
And so I'm saying that I would like her to just look at one picture of me and go, "Oh yeah, I do look like him then." You know what I mean?
Hmm. I have this picture that completely embarrasses my son because I was in the Macoupin County Little Miss contest. And
How old are you?
I was 7. And Mom, get your phone.
Yeah, that's a mom. That's a mom phone that's ringing.
Oh
there.
my God. She doesn't recognize any other ring, I don't think. But no, anyway, so this picture is me sitting on just cheesy. I think we went to like the IGA. You know how the IGA, they used to have like family picture day and stuff like
Yes.
that. So we went and had like it had portrait session done of me with my little second place trophy. And Audrey took it. It does not look like my son in a dress.
When you're
And
7, when you're 7 years old, you're pretty proud of a second place trophy. I'll
Oh,
tell you
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And I still remember the girl that beat me.
So you look. Why? She was 7. Why?
Well, it doesn't
Why
matter.
was she a
beat me.
bitch? She was
Well, 'cause
7.
She was actually 6. She was a year younger than me. I think she should have been disqualified. I'm not sure. It was horrible.
You're still bitter.
Oh, God, you're bitter. I'm very competitive. You know that.
40 years later, or whatever the hell it is, you're still bitter
Yep. Mhm.
at the 6-year-old girl from the Little Miss Macoupin County. Unbelievable. Oh, my God.
No, we actually later on became really good friends in high school and stuff like that. We played ball together, but yeah, it was kind of a thing.
Oh, that's
for
hysterical.
years through grade school. She beat me, but then we eventually became friends. So.
Oh, that's funny. I like how now that bitch. It's like you gotta let it go, honey. Come on.
Well, I try.
Oh,
It's a
that's
work in
funny.
progress, me and my anger.
I would love. Did you see Pete says no pictures of my childhood, just a few cave drawings. Yeah, I mean, you do feel like that. You do feel like that though, as you know. I would love to have pictures, and I don't have any of them.
That's really sad.
Brent's asking, Doran is the winner of the Little Miss Macoupin County pageant hot. She was 6, Brent.
Sicko.
No one's hot at 6. What's wrong with you? In fact, the older I get, the age increases of when you become hot,
I think so.
Like, I remember a time when I was like, 19, 20, 21, whatever, where I would look at like 17-year-olds and go, "Oh, that girl's hot." You know what I mean? But now the
That's
age,
the
the age of when they, like, somebody will point out like some 20-year-old girl that's hot, and I'll be like, "Oh my God, she's a child." You look at her and you go, "Oh my God, a baby." No.
Yeah.
So it's just, they start getting hot. The age changes. Does it make any sense?
Oh, absolutely. I remember the first time I thought an older guy was hot. Like the first time I thought a guy with like gray hair was hot.
Was this last week?
2 weeks ago. No. And I forget. I think I might have been. Oh my gosh! What year did The Hunt for Red October come out? Was that
Oh my
Sean
God.
Connery?
Yeah,
Sean
it was-
Connery was, I think, the first old dude that I thought was hot.
That was like early 90s, right?
Yeah. So probably high school, college, something like that. Yeah.
That's when you first saw, or that's when it was 1990 when it came out. That's when you
Okay.
first saw a man with gray hair and thought he was attractive.
Yeah, that's the first time I thought, old dude was hot.
I'll tell you, there was a time in my life when I would have never thought any 50-year-old was hot.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm telling you what, women in their 50s these days, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, I mean, well, it depends. It depends. Don't get me wrong. There are some that hit the wall at 40,
This is true.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I mean, there are some that go to hell. And then there are other women who are really holding up nicely. I saw somebody famous. They're in their 60s. And
Well, you know
they
what?
look
It's easier to look
amazing.
that hot when you have money. It does.
Well, yeah. Maybe you're right.
Because they have trainers and they have people that cook for them and they have, unlimited facials and everything else. I mean, when you have money, self-maintenance, it's expensive.
Really?
It's very expensive.
There's a time when I would have never thought anyone who's 50
Was hot.
would have been hot. Now, all the time, maybe it's, like I said, it might be because I'm in my 50s, but I see people all the time in their 50s and I go, good Lord, look at how good they look.
Mm-hmm.
They're so damn sexy.
Yeah, and I think, older guys, I don't know, maybe because I'm older, but I still have a thing for my young ones, but, like Hugh Jackman and Ed Harris and, yeah, I think all those.
You got a whole, in your mind, you have a whole, there's like a whole compartment of older guys.
Yeah. It's a small compartment, but, I always like the younger ones. It's just.
By the way,
I don't even know when that really started.
when you started liking the younger ones?
Yeah, I think, honestly, I think it's when I did the show with you the first time. I think that's when it was.
And you
I was
were late 20s? I don't even know how old you were.
I was in my mid-20s. Mid-20s.
Mid-20s.
Yeah. And
Good Lord.
That's crazy.
All I know is we were very photogenic.
Oh, yes.
There are pictures of us where we look really good. I mean, I think it was just a blending of my dark skin and dark hair, and your hair was depending on, there's literally 7 different hair colors you have in photos of me.
Oh, easily.
But we always looked good together. We looked photogenic.
Well, we've got beautiful teeth.
Yeah, I think maybe you're right. Maybe it is the teeth.
I don't know.
Just the both of us smile and we look good. And you guys, I'm not joking. If you go to either morningdisaster.net and look in the gallery, or you could go to just my Facebook page, look at some of the photos for the Morning Disaster years. There'll be pictures of Doran and I, and we look really good and really young. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what happened to us. But
Time and gravity.
We looked really young, and I remember.
What happened to me.
I do remember you were hooking up with a lot of you were hooking up with guys, and
I wouldn't say a lot.
Well,
I usually had one on the regular, but
you have to remember, I've been with the same person for 30 years.
So more than one or two.
So more than one is a lot. Yes, I'm sorry, but yes, more than one or two in a year is a lot for me.
Oh, Raymond.
I've been with the same person for many years. So what I consider as a lot is probably not, but to me it is.
Well, true.
And you would have, you would be with more than one guy in a year for sure.
Yeah, well, I get bored easily.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a lot of patience. I'm still working on the patience thing, but.
But the thing is, you kept it up even after you left the show. You were still hooking up with these younger guys. It wasn't, you're making it seem like, oh, it was just a 2-year thing. That went on for, let me quote Jamie. That went on for years, honey. And by the way, he's saying, how come the hot mess isn't on video today?
Hot Mess is still in her pajamas wearing last night's makeup because I was up till the AM hours doing ball uniforms and all of my salon towels. So I'm running on about 5 hours of sleep, and nobody needs to see this, Jamie. Yeah. So shh.
You're saying she says it's best for society if that stays in today.
Yes, it's just better. I don't want to ruin it for anyone. I want to keep the hot fantasy going in your head, people.
Yes.
I'm not trying. I want to ruin it for you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was just a late night, and I'm just tired, and I've got a headache today, and I'm just not Zoom worthy. I just don't want to disappoint. So I'm just going to save it.
I'm looking for a younger, I guess it could be person, male or female, doesn't matter. I'm looking for somebody, a younger and really attractive, just to slap them on camera during the show.
In place of what?
In place of, no, just there. Just we have plenty of spots available.
Yeah.
I just want to have, like, when people tune into the show, they'll see me.
Yes.
They'll see you. They'll see Nick, Nikki, and then they'll see some hot young person with a microphone on top. Although their microphone won't be on. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They'll just be on cam. Like they'll not really say anything, but I just want to put them.
You just need some eye candy. You just need the visual. The visual.
I want a younger person. Yeah, I want somebody, like in their 20s.
What was that phrase? The cam what? Those, we could find one of those chicks that, maybe she'll just have a microphone in front of her and that's it. What do they call those cam?
I have no idea.
Those ones that like troll people and try to get money out of them. They send them.
I just
one of those.
don't want the person. I don't want people to tune to the show and go, oh, look at those people talking to their granddaughter. I don't want something like, I don't want it to look like that.
Well, we can't have somebody that young on anyway. Because they don't know what the hell we're talking about half the time. Seriously. We do have a select age group that,
Oh, Jason says, you mean cam girls?
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
So you're saying I should go to some kind of porno site and pay some girl how much would it cost for you to come on cam and just that doesn't sound good. I probably don't want to say that. How much would it cost for you to join us on the show every morning? Just join us on the show and just sit in one of the boxes. Yeah, what would it cost?
Just to sit there.
Uh-huh.
Well, what is that one show that's on, and they have that? It's kind of like I think it's Ridiculousness or something, and they have that one idiot blonde that sits there. I don't think she contributes anything other than the fact she's cute and she has one of the most annoying laughs that I've ever heard in my life. I don't think she contributes anything other than she's just there and she's cute. So
I would like to have some younger, attractive people, hanging out. To where they could look at something when they're enjoying the broadcasting. But listen, if you're just listening, say you have the Morning Disaster app and you're just listening to the audio feed, imagine we are as good looking as you possibly can imagine. If you're watching on Facebook, you get to actually see the old ugliness that I possess. I'm sorry, I can't fix that. But if you're just listening to it, you can have your own ideas of what I look like. And please know that I am steel-jawed, very slender, but yet muscular. Sort of a James Bond type.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's what I look like.
That's exactly it.
I look like I could be I look like I could be a super agent, a secret agent, super spy. That's how good looking I am. So just if you're listening to the audio only, that's what I want you to envision. A good, I don't know who I look like, so I'd give you a reference, but I honestly don't know.
What was it? One of the listeners put in there, and you look like a chubby Punch from back in the day. From Chips.
Yeah, except he's older than me. I think Eric Estrada is like in his 70s. So why would I want people to think of
back in the day,
some old bastard who's literally 20 years older than I am? I don't want them to think of me now. You think there could have been one more famous Mexican person over the last 40 freaking years? A racist society. A bunch of racists in this
A
society.
bunch of racist. My mouse not working. All right, I'm gonna try to get into Zoom. I'm gonna try to get on here. I don't know. Ready for an all-natural Doran. Jamie, zip it. I don't need to hear it today. I got a headache.
Jamie, don't say that. Jesus, this is what you are not allowed to say. Doran, you look like regret, honey.
The bad decision.
You are also not allowed to say, Doran, you look like bad decisions. You look like bad decisions, honey. You're also not allowed to say that. Doran, you look like you were rode hard and put away wet or whatever it is. You're not allowed to say that.
Oh.
That's what you're not allowed to say today. Or, Doran, did someone beat you or whatever? You're not allowed to say it.
Oh.
By the way, Chris Dice is Fluffy. Gabriel Iglesias is one of the is a Mexican guy who has become famous. That's exactly what I want to look like. Gabriel Iglesias. By the way, I think I'm better looking than Gabriel Iglesias.
I would definitely think you're. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. You are.
There we go. Here's Doran.
There we are.
You look good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you. I just took the bedtime ponytail out and shook it out, but yeah, I got a headache too. This weather's messing with me.
All I'm visiting is Jamie going, you look like regrets, honey. No, you look good. We don't look like someone's grandparents. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell
We don't
no,
look
we
that
don't.
old.
No.
We look good.
No, I actually got a girl fired from a daycare one time when I picked my son up, and she goes, "Oh look, Grandma's here to get you."
Oh my God.
I was like, "Bitch, you just lost your job. You just lost your job."
That's horrible.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Goodness sakes.
Can I say it's the scourge of the white people, Doran? See white folk.
What are you talking?
I'm just saying.
You're making it all about race this morning. Why?
I'm just saying. White cracks a little earlier than brown.
It's true.
I'm just saying.
It's very true.
I think you look good. You do look
Well,
good.
thank
today.
you.
I'm sure. By the way, I'm sure your camera will freeze in some sort of,
Awkward.
some sort of awkward position. Yeah, because that seems to always happen to you. Like you freeze in some sort of
Stupid,
yeah,
like boob in the camera or
making some
like-
kind of face. By the way, Chris says, "Is Doran a MILF?" Oh yeah, I think she's definitely a MILF. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Definitely MILF.
Yeah, I don't know when MILF actually
MILF-alicious.
I consider it a compliment, but I do. I take it as a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, I
these
think
days.
whenever you become a mother, I think that's
Yeah, well,
you know.
yeah, that's it. You know, one of my very last like professional photo shoots, I was actually pregnant. I had a up and coming photographer in the area ask if I would be comfortable doing a pregnancy photo shoot, and I always thought that was kind of odd and weird. But I'm so glad I did it. The pictures turned out really cool, and I'm glad I have them.
Oh yeah, I've never seen those. They're not nude or anything, are they?
No, no, they're not. They're totally tasteful, totally cute.
Well, good for you. I didn't know you had
Yeah.
those. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know some people who, they'll get pregnancy photos taken like that, and then years later they look at them and they go, "Oh my God, I'm fatter now than when I was pregnant."
No, they were cute. We were out in the country. We went to like some old bridge, and I just had on like ripped up blue jeans. And all of a sudden, here came this couple driving by, and they had like a vintage baby blue Volkswagen Bug. And I totally flagged them down and said, "Hey, we're having a photo shoot. Can I use your car?" And the photographer about died on the spot. And they were like, "Well, sure, honey." I had a T-shirt that said "Peace, Love, and Baby."
Oh,
on
that's
it.
cool.
And so I put my hair up in a messy ponytail, and I sat on the hood of the Volkswagen Bug and had my bare feet, my blue jeans, and took a picture. And it worked. So yeah,
That's
That's cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
Chris
Okay,
says,
I'll share it someday.
Chris says, too bad Dora needs more nudes. Oh my God. We talked about this before though. Well, you never had a lot of nudes taken and stuff. And,
No,
but
I
I was
haven't.
saying that if I was ever good looking like you were, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I would have had a bunch of them done. But you agreed, and I'm gonna go. You agreed with me on this. You said,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you're right."
Okay.
And I'm
Yes, if I
saying,
would have known what I know now,
yes,
I would have documented that shit.
yes. Like that's what
And
I was
proof,
saying.
This is what I used to look like.
I was saying that I wish there would have been pictures taken of me around college age.
There has to be some out there somewhere. There has to be.
I just don't have them.
Well, you
So I
need to
think-
track them down.
I would like to see pictures of when I was, or even high school age.
Do you have any of your yearbooks or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I look good in the yearbooks. Yeah. But that's it. I just have yearbook photos. I don't have like
Aw.
regular photos. I mean, the ones I have, I put up on Facebook. But I'm saying that I would like to have, I just don't, I know there are people that have many, many more. And I just don't have them. And that's when I look good. You know. That's,
Oh, the chat room. You gotta love it.
what do they say?
I got some volunteer photographer in here.
Oh, they're volunteering to take the pictures now.
Yeah, no. It's all right. It's quite
Yeah.
all right.
Are we past have you missed the window?
No, I mean, I could probably pull it off. It's just that it would have to be tastefully done.
I
That's
would
all.
never. I would never take
With good lighting and the right angle and.
There's never been a good time in my life to take a nude. But it certainly wouldn't be now. Good Lord. So you would do it now though?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Like Demi Moore's still good looking. Demi Moore is
Demi Moore is nuts. I don't care if she's hot. That girl's got a screw
she
loose.
looks great though.
Well, like I said, here again, you got money and time. And there's those of us who don't have jobs and things. So it's like you don't have the, you don't have the time.
Yeah.
And I still try. I think I'm still in good shape. I think that's.
Well,
maybe that's
I think
just me in
shape
my
is.
mind.
I think that's yeah.
Just in my mind.
And it's how you feel. Like I feel better since I started losing weight last year, and I'm losing weight again now, and I feel better.
How are the workouts going?
Workout's going great. Yeah,
Good.
workout's going good. I'm fasting. However, my wife is getting a 3-day weekend or 4-day weekend this weekend.
Oh, with the holiday, so she gets
Yeah.
tomorrow off, and then.
No, she's off today. She's off today.
Oh, she's off today.
And then the
Okay.
next 3 days. So I'm sure I'll eat, because she's home. But I've been really good in my eating, and I've noticed I've dropped weight over the last month. That
Do you feel that you sleep better and everything else?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
I sleep
I'm the same
better.
way.
I wake up with full on boner.
Oh, good. Morning wood. Part
Yeah,
of the
I got
workout.
the morning
That's
wood
nice.
again. I have
That's nice.
there's no snoring. Not that I ever had snoring or anything, but you know what I mean? There's no signs of any of that stuff. I just feel better. And which
Well,
is
that's great.
great.
That is great.
But I still need a young person to get on camera with us. But I just
So give us like an age range. Let's
Yeah.
give me like an age range.
well, they just have to be good looking. They have to be attractive,
So
I
they
mean,
don't really need to
here's the
speak.
deal.
They don't
Here-
really need to do anything.
Yeah, they just need to be attractive, and they need to sit on cam during the show.
Okay.
It would help if they could talk. I'd love to have the camera. I'd love to have a microphone that's on every once in a while to where they can go, "Oh, that's funny, Ray." I'd love to have that.
Oh, Ray, you're so
And,
great.
and if they can,
Ah.
yeah, and if they can join in a conversation, I'd really appreciate it. But I don't want them to join in and derail any conversations we're having.
Right.
So I want them to look old enough, look good enough to do that, to be attractive. It wouldn't
Mhm.
hurt if they had really attractive boobs.
Really big, perky boobs.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'll tell you, and I don't mean to be offensive. That's, when you occasionally lean the right way, when we're on cam,
Mhm.
no one's looking at me. No one's looking, you know what I mean? They're only looking at the cleavage. There's only that,
Oh.
So I'm just saying, we need to get someone that looks really good like that. And maybe a guy, listen, maybe the guy stands up every once in a while. He's got a nice package, something to get to turn the
I'm
women,
fine with
to
that.
turn the women's attention to that. That's what I'm saying.
Totally fine with that.
It would help if the guy, it would help if the guy's mic could be on. But I'm not above turning it off. For the
You
good
have the power.
for the good of the show. However, I don't want them to look so young that they look like we're their parents. You know what I mean? Or God forbid, their grandparents. I don't
Can't
want
make
them.
it creepy.
I don't want them to look that young. Like, I'm sure I could find friends of my daughter's. You know what I mean?
Well,
That
sure.
she could probably. There might be friends interested in broadcasting that she could probably get on, but they'd be too young.
So what you're thinking is probably what, 30-ish,
I'm thinking, yeah, late 20s.
late 20s. Okay.
Around 30-ish, to where they look like they're just younger friends of mine,
All right.
because technically you and Nick are younger friends of mine.
Yeah, but not by much.
No, that's what I mean. But
Yeah.
I don't want people to be able to guess the age.
Right.
I just want people to like looking at them. So I'm trying to add a couple more people on cam. That's the goal anyway.
Okay. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. Well, it'd be nice.
fun.
And it'd be nice if Nikki could get on cam.
If I can get on here, freshly rolled out of bed, still in my pajamas with no makeup
Yeah.
on, my God, why can't she?
Exactly.
It's like, who
Yeah.
cares? Who cares?
I'm just telling you. So I need a guy with a nice package.
Yes. I will have to, Ray, I will have to personally interview
And-
and not actually, have to meet this
And
person
maybe
in
the guy,
person.
and maybe he'd
Just to
come on and
inspect.
not wear a shirt. Every once in a while, just come on and not wear a shirt.
Yeah. That's, mhm.
Do something for my ladies, for my female viewers, to help them out. And an attractive young girl who isn't above wearing a bikini top from time to time.
It's going to make it a little more interesting.
Yeah. And
But
it
I
would,
definitely will have to. We need to find the younger guy. I'm really good at finding those, so I think you should leave that up to me to find the younger gentleman, curly abs, package.
yeah.
I'll have to do interviewing on that.
You're hanging out at the ball field. You're hanging out at the ball field. Maybe you'll meet some.
Not the ball fields I'm going to. It's like, are you talking like maybe younger dads? Is that what you're thinking?
Maybe I'm
Like,
saying maybe you'll meet some ball players or something. You can get a couple guys on.
kids. I go to kids ball games. They're 11 you. Come on, that's
Oh.
creepy. No, maybe there's some younger hot dads. I'll look for one of those. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hey.
Let's try to stay away from anybody who's a parent. We got enough parents on the show now. I'd like for them to not be parents.
Oh, now you're getting so specific. Oh,
Well,
Ray,
I'm trying to build a brand here, Doran. I mean, this is
I
it's a
understand. that,
business
Ray.
decision. I'm trying to, just in years past, it would be, let's look for some people who are interested in broadcasting. Now, there's not a lot who's interested in broadcasting anymore.
Well, and you're not even really interested if they can even speak. You just
Yeah, I don't-
interested if they look good.
I'll just turn the mic off. I don't care. I'll just put a mic in front of you to where maybe new people will go, oh, look, that guy's going to talk. When's he going to talk? All he seems to be doing is standing up and arching his back and showing his package. And that girl, all she seems to be doing is laughing. And for some
Standing
reason,
up, putting her cleavage in the camera.
yeah, putting her
adjusting
cleavage,
it.
and she's turning around looking at something and showing us her rear end all the time. I don't know what's going on in the show, but it just seems that fat old person is the one that's talking. That fat old guy is
Oh.
talking to that woman, and she looks like regrets, honey. That's what they'll need to be thinking. But they can look at these younger people. That's all they're saying. That's all I'm saying. Boy, tomorrow you'll see me, Doran, and you'll see Jamie. Listen to Jamie. Who did he recently have Botox too?
I don't know if he has his party scheduled yet or not.
Oh.
I haven't had a chance to ask. So he was.
It will
He
be.
has a whole entourage that he books. Like he'll book out the entire spa. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's got that scheduled yet or not. I'm not sure.
Oh God. And now Kathy and Summer are picking the type of guy they want. They want on the show.
My girls.
they're-
That's my girls.
You know what we need to do? We need to get on 217 Problems
Yeah.
and
Okay.
recruit some young people to come on the show. That'll be the key. Can
We need what was it? we need virgins for sacrifice.
Yes.
That's what we are.
It's true.
Sacrifice
Yes.
virgins. That's what we're doing.
Because we're just to sacrifice to appease the gods. That's what we're looking for here on the show. It is like a virgin sacrifice.
It is. That's
Oh,
exactly what
my
we're doing.
God.
Yeah. We're doing it just for the benefit and the entertainment of all of our, our
And
loyal following. That's
TJ
all.
says, here's what's really going to happen. Ray will take himself and everyone, all the originals off cam and just put the eye candy on. Yeah, we're just going to hire, we're going to hire younger versions of, we're still going to do the talking, but you'll find the younger versions of us will be in front of the microphone and people will watch the show and say, boy, I watched this show on the internet. It's really interesting. There's these young, attractive people. They're doing a show, but they don't seem to be talking. But they look good. Oh, darn, they look good. So there's the goal. There's the goal. We just we're trying to find some younger people to pop on cam. If anybody knows anyone, please have
They're
them.
not too young.
Yeah,
And not a parent.
Yeah, make sure they're not a parent. Make sure they don't look like. I don't want anyone that looks like our children. You know what I mean? I don't want anyone that looks like they could be a child of one of the people on the show. You know?
Totally
So
creepy.
make sure,
No.
yeah, make sure, God, make sure they don't have, especially, I don't want anyone with dark skin and red hair. I don't want them to think it's like Doran and my child. You know what I mean? Or I don't want any young guy with a receding hairline. I don't want them thinking it's Nick's child or make sure that they don't look anything like us. But I want to put some good-looking people on cam. That's what I want. To have for the brand. I'm trying to improve the number.
For the brand.
Yeah. There's a reason why. Because I can hardly look at the cam anyway during the show. I mean, I'm busy doing other things.
Well,
But
you've got a lot going on there. I
for
can
the
barely get my
listeners-
headphones plugged into my coffee drink.
For listeners, I'm just trying
Mm-hmm.
to invent a more pleasurable experience. That's the goal. Hey, did you hear about these parties
What type of parties?
that they are having in Alabama?
Oh, Alabama. Where are these parties being held?
All right, this will be the one story
Oh boy.
that's going to piss everybody off. I'm warning you right now.
Okay, bring it.
All right?
Okay.
In
We're ready.
Tuscaloosa, Alabama, college students have been throwing parties where they hold contests to see who will catch COVID.
You have got to be kidding me.
They put money in a pot
What's
and
that actual?
the
So they're
first
placing bets.
yes.
on each other.
And the
Okay.
first person to catch COVID wins the pot. Isn't that
That's
insane?
ridiculous. That is just ridiculous.
And then they're having a big party, and they're all touching and, you know.
Making out.
Yeah.
We need to let them know that you can catch COVID through your butt.
Did you see the video? they're
Yeah.
all
I'm sure
women.
that's going on. at
They're
that
all doing
party.
Remy.
Bunch of college
Did you see the
kids.
video of Crow's Mill?
I didn't see the video.
They had
of
that
it.
video online at Crow's Mill Pub from when they were partying. And the only reason that it was going around was because they found out that someone there had COVID.
Right.
And they were testing people, anybody who was there last. And by the way, nobody did this on purpose, but you watch the video of the people, they're all dancing and there's no social distancing.
Were they dancing with? I'm gonna have to find this video.
Yeah,
Did they have their masks on? or?
No, there's no masks. There's not a mask in the, no.
Oh dear.
They're just partying and they're listening. There's a band playing and they're partying it up, and all it would take is one person to have it.
Oh yeah.
And
They're
then-
all on the dance floor, and you're that close
Yeah.
together, and you're hot and you're sweaty and you're breathing on everybody. Oh my God.
It is. I mean,
Now, see, I was under the impression from what I heard that, you had to have a mask at the door. You had to keep your mask on until you got to your table. And of course, I wasn't there.
the
This is
video
just
I
what was
saw.
told.
No, the video I saw was
None of that was happening.
no. There was no masks.
Oh dear. Well, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
It could definitely be a problem.
And and listen, I'm sure I mean, I've been out there before. It was nice. I was out there when it was
It's very close to. I really enjoy that place because they have live music
yeah.
and it's close to my house. And but yeah, I have no desire to go out like that. I went to my little neighborhood bar here, and I fell on my face. I'm good for a while.
There was
Good for a
video.
while.
There was videos of it from the weekend.
Facebook, YouTube.
And I saw it on
all of
Facebook is where I saw it at. So
Hmm.
yeah.
I don't know. Everything's gonna get shut down again. I just have this,
There's the fear. There's the fear.
yeah,
They're gonna
I'm
shut it
scared to
down
death.
again.
they're gonna shut it down again, and it's like, people just stay home. I mean, I realize it's technically summer, and we're all being robbed of our little small town festivals and the fairs
Yeah.
and all of that. People are just
By
starved
next
for the
year,
social
everything will be back
interaction.
next year. Everything will be back next year.
It'll be fine. Just no one has any patience anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
They'll come up with the vaccine or whatever, and they'll have it next year. And
Yeah, it'll
so
be
hopefully
fine.
we'll be ready then.
Hopefully, hopefully it'll be fine. We'll just have to wait and see, I
Yeah.
guess.
Summer says the COVID parties, there are people refusing to be tested. They're going to start fining them $2,000 a day.
For what? How can they? Whoa. Okay. So are these parties getting busted? Is that the deal?
Yeah,
And then,
like the people in Alabama.
well, how would you? Okay, so obviously they have to get tested to prove who gets the
Well,
who gets the
after
COVID first.
somebody wins, they don't get tested after somebody wins it. Somebody
That's
wins the pot and
ridiculous.
then they don't get tested.
That's dumb.
It's crazy.
That's just it. Right up there with eating Tide Pods, people. Come on.
It's insane. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't get what's going on. People laughing it off, and yet, listen. If you're in your 20s, if I was a 24-year-old guy, I would not fear COVID.
No.
Because I'm gonna get it. It's gonna suck. It'll suck for about 3 days, and I'll be back to normal.
That's what they think.
I'm still waking up with a heart on every morning. I'm 24 years old. I can still go jog and I feel fine. I can still eat what I want and not gain weight.
Yeah.
I still I go to take a dump and my balls don't float in the toilet water. When I'm 24, I can rule the world.
Absolutely.
I can get COVID, put up with a week of feeling shitty, and even miss work.
Yeah, then you'll be fine.
So they don't care. But here's the thing. If you're 24 and you get COVID, and then because you feel bad, you call mom and dad to come baby. Oh, come baby me. I don't feel good. So they come over to the house. And they catch it from you. And then maybe they're driving home and they stop by their parents' house. They give it to grandma.
And
3
then
days
grandma's
later,
done for her.
3 days later, grandma's dead.
Yeah.
That's why it's really a dickhead thing for people to do this.
Yeah. Very selfish, very inconsiderate.
Or they have COVID and maybe because they're only 24, they don't feel too bad. So they're like, fuck it. I want to go get something to eat. So they're going to go to some restaurant. They'll be like, I'm just going to sit down and get something to eat. And when they're in there, they cough. Because they're not going to wear a mask. My president doesn't wear a mask. I don't need to wear a mask. So they'll cough. People in the next table, 75-year-old Stan and Mary Johnson. They've been married 55 years. They've been married. They've had a wonderful life. They have 8 grandchildren.
Aw.
Now they've got COVID. All because they decided to go eat lunch. And some irresponsible person decided to go eat lunch at the same time and was coughing it up. They all think they're okay because they've been told they don't need a mask. And now Stan and Mary are dead. But before they died, there was a birthday party for little Mikey Johnson, their grandson.
One of their grandkids.
Yeah. And their whole family was there. Plus a bunch of neighbors and a bunch of their families and a bunch of their grandkids' friends' families. They were all there.
Well, maybe Mary also helped blow out the candles on the cake.
Yeah, and got some of her spittle on the cake.
Yeah. Blew the
And they were
candles right
handing
on
out
the cake.
pieces.
And then everybody ate a piece of cake.
And everybody's got COVID.
Mhm.
Now Stan and Mary are dead. And 14 other people have contracted the disease. That's why they asked you to take it seriously. That's why you wear a fucking mask. Wear a mask.
Just do it, people.
Don't be a dick.
I mean, it's rough. I hate it. Like I'm having an allergic reaction.
Yeah.
To mine, I guess just from wearing it so much and with it being so hot.
You have to wear a mask to work.
Oh yeah, I have to.
I got to wear a mask when I work out, and it sucks, but
It does suck.
you can still do it. It's
Mhm.
okay. Here's what sucks. Here's the only thing that sucks about wearing a mask. I wear the mask, okay, and my glasses,
They fog.
they'll fog up
Yeah, they do. Oh yeah, they do.
because I'm working out and I'm breathing heavy, so I can't see out of my damn glasses.
I know. Sucks.
That's what sucks.
Sucks bad.
But I'm working out next to Stan and Mary Johnson,
Hey, gotta do it. Gotta wear the mask.
and so I don't want to, God forbid if I have anything, I don't want to spread it and kill him. I told you about my brother-in-law has COVID.
Right.
He's in Texas. He has COVID. He was hungry, and he feels like shit. You know what I mean? He feels.
Well, yeah, it's like it's a flu.
He's only in his 40s, and his lungs are on fire. He's coughing all the time. It's crazy. His stomach hurts. His back hurts. His knees hurt. His feet are swollen.
Wow.
His knees are swollen. Like it hurts to walk even.
It sounds completely miserable. Who would want that?
But I think he's gonna live. And he's hungry.
Wow, that's good.
He's hungry. He called his mother. Could you bring me?
How-
Could you bring me food? Oh my God! Don't call your
Partially, she
mother.
just did a porch drop. She just dropped it on the porch and left. Please tell me that's what she did.
And then she goes by us. She brings him food.
She bring it into his house, or did she just drop it off?
My wife told me. I don't.
Oh.
She goes. He called my mother. She brought him food, and I go, is she fucking crazy? Oh my God. My brother-in-law's name is Ken, so I called his phone. I called him COVID Ken.
COVID can.
I'm like, COVID Ken, are you crazy? Don't. He called his mother for help. Like, don't call your mother. My mother-in-law, she looks young. I talked about it yesterday when it was her birthday. She looks young, but she's not. She's of an age where she gets COVID, it could be really bad.
Yeah.
Now
You could take her out.
my brother-in-law's son is he plays college football. He's in really good shape.
Mm-hmm.
He's a young kid. So he's in town from California, and so he went with my mother-in-law when she went to bring her son food.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and I think my nephew went in to the house,
Oh boy.
and I hope he was wearing a mask, because if not, then he came back out and got in the car with my mother-in-law, and
And that's how
God
it
knows.
spread.
I'm telling you, it's scary. It's
It
scary.
is very scary. And if anybody's having a hard idea of wrapping their head around this, watch the movie Contagion.
Yes,
It's exactly how it happens.
this is
And
how
it's-
this shit happens.
That movie, oh my God.
Adam is in the
Scared
chat.
the hell out of me.
Our listener Adam's in the chat. He says his uncle died from COVID and his cousin caught it from him. Yes, that's how it works.
That's exactly. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
The last person, my niece's, I told you before about my niece's baby daddy, who she never married. We won't get into that now because of the tragic story. He died of COVID. He was a bouncer at a club, and he was
Oh
only
my God.
42, I think. He died of COVID.
They thought at first it was just something that would really affect people that were immune compromised or older people, but it's not discriminating.
Yeah.
It's not. You can catch it at any age. It can kill you at any age.
Crazy. Oh my God. I'm telling you. It's bad. And if you look at those numbers from Texas and Florida, Arizona, oh my God.
I'm telling you what, I heard a story yesterday that a group of people, there were 6 of them, that were all in Florida together. And they drove back. They don't live in Illinois, but they live in Iowa. But they stopped in Illinois after being in Florida for 2 weeks and went and saw their parents and went and saw their brothers and sisters and their kids and all of that, and then carried on up to
Yeah.
Iowa. All 6 of them have recently tested
Oh,
positive.
gee. This is what I'm talking about.
Came from Florida, stopped in Illinois.
And now they're passing it around everywhere they go.
Yeah, exactly.
Sons of bitches.
Horrible.
Good morning. You're on the Morning Disaster. Hello.
Good morning, this is listener Adam.
Hey, Adam. What's going on? Hey, man, I'm sorry about your uncle.
Oh, it's no problem. I actually came on to get like the full story about that.
Yeah.
I'm calling in using the app, by the way.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so definitely works. I'm actually using the original one, not from the app store.
Oh, that's cool.
But regarding my uncle had gone in for he was having some heart problems, so he went in for a quadruple bypass. And he came out of that successfully, but he went for rehab at the Villas in Sherman
Oh, man.
No.
and got it there. He was the 19th confirmed death
Oh,
there.
shit.
But when he was being taken to the villa, my cousin took him there, and that's when she caught it.
Horrible.
Then he was coming home from the villa, and it wasn't even an hour after he got home that he passed away.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's that's how it's hitting. My brother-in-law, he woke up. My brother-in-law woke up with a 98.6 temperature. All right, a regular temperature, and then literally so many hours later, it was 103.
Wow.
In
Jesus,
one
so
day,
high.
it went up to 103. I mean, that's the shit that it does.
Yeah,
It moves fast.
the really sad part, I mean, other than my uncle passing, was my cousin got tested for it, but before she got the results of it, took it to go see my aunt.
Oh my God.
My aunt's like in her mid-70s.
What the
And
hell? Why
then
would
the
you do
following
that?
day, she got her results. And yeah, luckily my aunt didn't catch it. But if she would have,
Yeah,
That's
it could
terrible.
kill her.
yeah.
That's the shit that I mean, it's just scary.
People just
Yeah.
aren't thinking. You just think and be more considerate.
So what if, Adam, what if your cousin called you and said, hey, I want to stop by today. Would you let her stop by?
Well, there's an odd thing about that because she's recovered,
Oh,
and
she doesn't have it anymore. Okay.
yeah, but I actually saw her at a Walmart. She helps elderly people in her job, and she was there with the client.
Honest, did you give her a hug or anything, or were you kind of taken back?
No, I was kind of skittish. Plus, I was there.
Yeah.
I was there helping my mom shop.
So you were like worried. I don't want her to get
Yeah.
just in case.
Yeah, I don't want to be rude, but I
Yeah.
also don't want to bring this home to my kids or have it myself.
Yeah.
But,
Or
you
your
know, I
mother. You
have
don't want
an
your mother to
8-year-old
get
and a
it.
2-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be honest. I thank you for being honest with us.
Yeah,
I'd be
thank
the same
you.
way. If my
So
brother,
You know,
sorry.
This stuff is real, and it's close to home. So
well, there's so many people out there that think it's bullshit, and it's not. There are people
Yeah.
dying from it every day. You don't want to be one of the ones that die.
you got to learn from other people's mistakes.
Well, dude, I'm sorry. I thank you for sharing it with us, though.
Oh, no problem.
And I'm glad you like the app.
Yep, I do. I use it pretty often. So
Awesome. Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, buddy.
yep, no problem.
Thank you for calling. It's so bizarre, Dorn. I'm telling you.
It is just strange, and how it's moving so much more quickly, and the actual original COVID has like mutated.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
has.
the original strain. It keeps changing.
I don't understand a lot of, I certainly don't understand a lot of the science behind it. But if you look at they'll show you what the strain looks like. And you look at the original strain as compared to now, it's grown so much more. And I'm not sure what all of it means, but
I don't either.
you can
but
find
it does
pictures
seem
of it.
like it's affecting younger people
Yeah.
more and more than
Yeah.
it was in the beginning. So
and now they're finding out it's doing something to your lungs that's permanent.
it's like irreversible damage
Yeah,
or something,
it's
isn't
like,
it? It's like
damn.
killing off like sections of your lung. It's like irreparable.
This is such a weird, and it was from a bat. It was a bat that was eaten by a pangolin. I'm not even sure what a pangolin is. It's some sort of animal that's.
Looks like a weird little armadillo type.
Yeah,
thing
I think
or
it's
something.
I think it's like I don't even think it's a mammal.
No, it's not. It's in that the family with the armadillos, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I can't think right now.
I don't know what the hell it is, but it ate like a bat, and then some Chinese place they're serving pangolin. I mean, what the fucking kind of place says? Are you looking at a picture of a pangolin right now? Anybody out there listening? Anyone out there
Who would eat
listening?
something that ugly?
Yes. Look up pangolin. Pangolin, I believe is how it's spelled. Look up a pangolin, and then ask yourself, Who wants to eat this fucking animal?
No one would, in their right mind, would look at that and go,
Except the
delicious.
Chinese, except this fucking Chinese market. They thought it would be cool to chop up a fucking pangolin and feed
Gross.
people, pangolin nuggets.
Well, I've put some very disgusting things in my mouth, but a pangolin is not one of them. Ugh,
You certainly would not soil your mouth with pangolin
definitely
meat.
we're not. Filled with bat poo.
Yeah, so
Gross.
this is what that's how it got. They think that's how it got started.
I'm telling you.
And
it
by
was
the
just
way-
like this crazy ass movie.
And by the way-
Movie.
The fucking Chinese opened up that market again.
Of course they did.
The market that was serving the pangolin, they shut them down for a while.
The Wuhan, is that?
The
That's
in the
supposed to
Wuhan
be.
market, it was the Wuhan market.
Ugh,
They
dirty
shut them
people.
down for a while,
dirty.
and then they said, let them open up again. That fucking market is open again. The market where they were feeding people pangolin, because originally they were like, people were eating bat. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't that, no.
It wasn't found from anyone eating bat. It was because they were serving. And I'm telling you,
Well, in the movie Contagion, what happens is a bat craps in a hog market,
yeah.
like the bats, and then the hog.
And they're eating the guy who was cutting up the hog got it.
Right. So the hog ate contaminated feed that had bat shit in it, and then the chef from the restaurant got the hog. He was actually cutting it up, and simply wiped his hands on his apron. That was it, and went out
Yeah.
and shook hands with Gwyneth Paltrow's character, and that's how it started.
It's just fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's how it all started.
The Wuhan market. In the Wuhan market, they're no longer allowed to sell pangolins or bats. But that's the only thing they did.
That's all they did was take that off the
That's
menu.
all they did was take them off the menu. But are you guys okay with that? Don't you think that there are other animals out there that for God's sakes, there's a reason we don't eat certain animals.
Yes.
I mean, what the fuck? Who
Yeah.
wants to? I'm looking at a pangolin. Who would eat that?
I have no idea.
Of
But
all
it's-
the things you'd look to do to that animal, who would say, "Oh, I want to eat that"?
No one ever in their right mind. I guess maybe if you wouldn't have seen it alive and it was just served to you, maybe. But if you look, there's some things you look at and it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna eat that.
The
Fish,
shit,
I'm not gonna eat that.
the shit that goes on is unbelievable. And the market's open again.
Yeah, well, they're
They're not
wrong.
serving
I'm sorry.
they're not serving pangolin anymore. Oh, thank
Well,
God.
whoop-de fucking do. God.
We don't eat raccoons in the we don't eat. There's some shit we don't eat.
Some people eat raccoon.
Oh, we need to find these people and lock them up.
Raccoon, possum.
Who's
squirrel.
eating possums? People are eating possums?
Yeah, you can eat possum. I've never eaten
Oh,
possum. I've never eaten a
stop it.
raccoon.
Stop it.
Yeah,
Stop
but
eating
there's certain
possum.
times of the year that you can't eat a raccoon because something about it it's fat being blue
Oh,
or
for
something.
God's sake.
I don't know. Back in the day
Who
in
would
Michigan
eat-
County, I heard a
Who
whole
would
story
eat
about
a raccoon? What kind of
Trash pandas.
trash people are eating raccoons?
No idea.
And by the way, Big Monkey's in the chat room right now saying he says raccoons are edible and delicious. I think he's eating a raccoon.
Oh, I'm pretty sure of it.
Big Monkey, have you eaten a raccoon? Oh my God. And he says, "Oh, possum's okay.
Possum's okay.
Possum's okay with you. You've eaten a possum too? Oh, this
God,
is.
how hungry do you have to be?
By the way, Big Monkey says he has eaten a raccoon. Oh my God! Don't eat a
What does it taste
raccoon.
like?
Don't.
I don't even know if I want to know. But what? No, I do want to know. What does it taste like?
Oh,
Is it comparable to anything? Like, I don't know,
don't eat it.
roast?
Here's what you eat: chicken, beef, pork, fish. That's it. Don't eat
Lamb-
dog.
Lamb's pretty good.
Don't eat dog.
No, oh God, I can't even imagine.
Don't eat raccoons. Don't eat possum. Don't eat. I would even lay off the duck.
Duck's too greasy. I've tried it.
I would
I'm
lay
not
off
a
the
big
duck.
fan of duck.
Don't eat rabbit.
Rabbit's crazy too.
Don't eat
Don't like
toads.
rabbit.
Don't stop eating
Toad.
frogs
Toads. Who eats
or
toads?
frog legs, whatever the hell they eat.
Oh, I was like, frog legs.
Don't eat squirrels. Stop eating this shit.
Alligator's good.
Yeah, stop. No, it's not good, Doran. No,
It is.
stop eating that shit. In fact, I got to be honest. Maybe we should just eat lettuce.
Oh, you're gonna go vegetarian on me
Maybe we
now?
should just eat fruit and vegetables. You're not here. I don't hear any fucking vegetarians starting diseases. You're
Oh,
you're
right.
not gonna find a fucking piece of lettuce eating a bat and giving us a disease.
What if the bat crapped on the lettuce and then you ate it?
Oh, you wash your lettuce.
Well, it's true. I do wash my lettuce.
Yeah. I just.
I just now I don't even know what I'm gonna eat today. Nothing really sounds good now. It's kind of ruined it for me. I might have to have another episode.
You're not gonna have a. You're not gonna have a possum.
I don't eat. And I lose my mind.
Not gonna have a possum burger.
I'm afraid not.
Tell you what,
I'm afraid not.
you know what I want to eat, Doran?
What's that, Vic?
Some ass. We'll do some good ass eating. No COVID. If I eat a good clean ass, I'm not gonna spread no COVID. Yeah.
Better make sure that ass is clean, Ray.
Yeah. No, I like it dirty. I like it dirty.
Vic.
Only yours, Doran. Oh
Okay,
my God.
Oh,
That's just my
gosh.
advice. Stop. If we stop eating pangolins, we'll stop getting these fucking diseases.
I hope so.
And wear a mask, yet, morons.
Jackasses.
All right. I do have a bunch more stuff to get, but it's so late. I gotta wrap it
Yeah,
up.
I gotta go.
The show's been
I'm
brought to
filling
you.
my jammies.
The show has been brought to you by our friends at Recontext, the quarter of 9th and Black. Recontext, a proof is in the performance. Recontext, 670-1132. It's Recontext. Get a detailing now for your car, and they're throwing in a free steam cleaning and disinfectant at Recontext. DTE Technologies. Call my buddy Rob. Let him become your IT director for your company by calling DTE Technologies 408-0001. And Core Installation Furniture and Supply. When I was talking about working out, wearing a mask, I got the mask from Corey.
Awesome.
She has right now, of course, she has furniture and all that stuff. But right now, she's also got masks. She has sanitizer and she has gloves for you to stay COVID free. You can call her at 741-1079. We'll be back tomorrow. Listener Jamie will be on the show. And I'm sure he's going to call Doran a hot mess and say she looks like regrets and whatever else. It'll all be tomorrow. And I think it'll be one of those memorable shows. So definitely, please tune in tomorrow and join us. We'll wrap it up for today, everybody. That's it. Thank you so much for listening. That's it for Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster Thursday edition.
Bye, everybody.
And now we'll start this, if the song will start. Here we go.
You better wake up, sleepyhead, and get your fat butt out of bed. There's a man who got up at 4 a.m.
Kathy, I hope you had a good
just
birthday
to
yesterday.
play you Zeppelin and Pearl Jam. Raymond Lytle is his name. Some have called him just a bit insane. Well, you may find him a little idiotic, but his is the only morning show you can say is really got it. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. With Central Illinois' morning way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. He's lewd, he's rude, he's crude, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master of rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. Sean Belen Scott, news and sports.
Herpes sores.
Proteins running down North Grand in his undershorts. Michelle will dwell on things colored pink and purple. They'll explain why Jim made a remake of that movie called The Black Hole. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. The Central Illinois morning way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. He's lewd, he's rude, he's crude, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master of rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Lytle's morning disaster.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock for another edition of The Morning Disaster. You guys take care. Replay's going to start in just a second. All right? So long. We'll wrap it up. See you guys later. Bye-bye, everybody.